everybody, and welcome to the third and last video in Unit 4. And in this video we're going to be discussing the language use part in the unit, which is adverbial clauses. So we're going to be talking about adverbial connectors and how do we use them, their meanings, and we need to distinguish between the different words in the different sentences. All right, let's get started with the grammar in Unit 4. So basically in English we have three different kinds of sentences. One of them is what we call the complex sentence. The complex sentence is called complex because we use something different from and, but, or, so, nor, for, yet that we are familiar with from before, from the compound sentence. So basically we have the simple sentence, which is subject, verb, object, and then we stop, subject, verb, and then complement, and then we have a full stop. So this is what we call simple sentence. Okay, in simple sentences we only have one verb, just only one verb and one subject. Okay, now sometimes we can connect two sentences together, so we can have two subjects and two verbs. For example, we can have subject, verb, then we have complement, and the complement could be an object, it could be an adverb, it could be anything. And then we have a connector, which is a connecting word, and then we have another subject, another verb, and another complement. All right, now based on the type of the connector we can decide which type of sentence it is. So if the connector was one of the words that we studied in Unit 1, when we studied the comma, the uses of a comma, remember the 7 words, and, but, or, so, nor, for, and yet. If it was one of them, then it is a compound sentence. But if it's something different, like because, although, when, after, while, then it's a complex sentence. Okay, so only if it was one of the 7, and, but, yet, or, nor, for, and so. If it is one of those 7, it's compound. But if it's something else, something different, then it's what we call a complex sentence. So a complex sentence is basically two sentences connected together with a connecting word. And we, in this case, will have two main verbs and we will have two subjects. We have two kinds of complex sentences. The relative pronouns as a connecting word, it could be a relative pronoun, which is who, which, that, whom, and whose, only those 5. And we will study those in Units 5 and 6. And then we have the adverbial connectors, which we will study in this unit, and they are a very big group. They have many different connecting words: because, when, while, after, since, before. Okay, so all of those are considered adverbial connectors. But both types, if I use who as a connector or I use because as a connector, it's a complex sentence. Now our focus for today's video is adverbial connectors, which are because, when, while, after, before, although, since, as, and they work as adverbs, so they make their sentence become an adverb. And this is what we're going to focus on in this unit today. So let's start with adverbial connectors. What are the words that we need to know? There are 7 different kinds of adverbial connectors. We have adverbs of time. You studied those in school. So if I use when or while, this is the adverb of time. We have adverbials of place, adverbials of concession or contrast. Concession means contrast. Condition, reason, purpose, and manner. Manner is the way something happened. Now basically those are connecting words that can have one of those jobs. The connecting word and the sentence could be, all of it could be time, or all of it could be place. Time and place for what? For the verb. So all adverbial connectors and their sentences describe the verb that comes before them. Okay, let's start with with time adverbials. So time adverbials have those words. You need to study those words. Okay, those express time, and any one of them has the same job, the same meaning, and the same structure. So I can say, I will see you after class, or I will see you when you finish the class, time. I will see you as soon as you finish the class, time as well. I will see you once you finish the class, time. Do you understand? So those are indicative of time. So if you see before and after before, you have subject and verb, the whole sentence is an adverb of time. Okay, look at these sentences. I will see you when you finish the class. We finished the class once the door opened, and she will help you as soon as she could. Notice that the connecting word when and its sentence, the whole sentence, you finish the class with, which is subject and verb and object, all of it work as an adverb of time. So basically I can delete when you finish the class, and I can say I'll see you soon, the same meaning, or I will see you later, same meaning, I'll see you tomorrow. But instead of using one word, I am using a whole sentence, a complete sentence, subject, verb, and object. And because we have now two subjects and two verbs, I is a subject and you is a subject, will see is a verb, and finish is a verb. Because we have two subjects and two verbs, we need a connecting word. So here the connecting word is when. When is an adverb of time, all right, because it's in this group, and it works as an adverb. The whole sentence works as an adverb. All right, the same thing is true for once, the same thing is for as soon as. Now what we need to know for the exam is how they are written. You need to know the spelling. So in the exam they will give you a sentence with a space. For example, there will be a space here, and they will give you different options. A would be, for example, let's make this minimize the. So A would be as soon without as, and B would be, for example, for as long as. Notice no spaces, which is wrong because we should write it with a space. And C would be when and then space ever, which is wrong because whenever there is no space. And then you have, for example, while. So option D will be while. In this case the correct answer will be the last one, while, because it's written correctly. Now all of them are time adverbials, all of them are time. Okay, all of them have the same meaning, but there is something wrong in each one of them. Here we have as soon, we need as, no as, this is wrong. Here for as long as, okay, it's correct, but look how we write it. We write for as long as separately, but here no spaces, so it is wrong. Okay, whenever, we write whenever one word, but here it is two words, so it is wrong. In order of, it has to be also in order of. If I have in order from or in order for, that's wrong. Okay, it's not time adverbial. So this is how it comes in the exam. Or maybe in the exam you have a sentence like, for example, I will see you when you finish the class, and you have a line under when you finish the class, and they ask you, what is the meaning of this sentence? Is the adverb A adverb of place, or is it adverb of time, or is it adverb of reason, or is it adverb of purpose, for example? So you have a line under when you finish the class, and they ask you what kind of adverb is it. Is it place or time or reason or purpose? Now, because we have when, it is time. Okay? So we need to study the words, and we need to study how we write them. So time, we have those words, we need to study them, and we need to study how we write them. You have two kinds of questions. They might give you choose the correct adverb, or they might ask you what kind of adverb is it. Is it place, time, reason, purpose, concession, condition, whatever. All right, let's continue with our presentation. So this is for time adverbials. Now, place adverbials, they describe the place of the verb. They describe the place of the verb. Time adverbials describe the time of the verb. When did the verb happen? Place adverbials describe the place of the adverb, of the verb. When, where did the verb happen? Now, they include those words, only four, just four. Where, wherever, and notice how we write wherever, one word. Some place, one word. And somewhere, one word. If you have it some space where, wrong. Okay? So be careful about how we write them. Let's look at examples. I will see you where you took the English class. Where will I see you? What is the place of seeing you? Where you took the class. Now, all of this works as adverb of place. I could say, I will see you there. I will see you at home. I will see you in class. But instead of using one word, I used a whole sentence, subject, verb, object, to tell you where the verb is going to happen. So this is what we mean by place adverbial. It tells us where the verb is going to happen. So another example, we finished the class somewhere in the university. This is an adverb of place. So you have a line under somewhere in the university, and they give you what kind of adverb is it. Place, time, reason, manner, what is it? Okay? She will help you wherever you are. So again, wherever you are is an adverb of place. So you need to study those four. You need to study how we write them. So if they write them like, for example, if they write like wherever, this is wrong. This is not correct. Okay, don't choose it. All right, let's continue with our presentation. Next, adverbials are concession or contrast adverbial. They give us something opposite to the verb. So we have the verb, and then we tell you something opposite. They include although, though, in spite of, despite. Now notice in spite of, space, okay? Although, one word, though, and despite, okay? So for example, I will see you although you didn't invite me. Now here we have a contrast. Like, you didn't invite me originally, I shouldn't see you, I will not see you, but I will see you although مع إنك you didn't invite me. Okay, so this is what we mean by contrast or concession. The sentence after them, after in spite of, after despite, after although, the sentence gives us something that is opposite to the verb. Okay, we finish the class despite the noise outside. Normally when we have a lot of noise outside, we can't finish the class, but we finish the class despite the noise. And she will help you in spite of having a lot of work. Notice the difference here. Now after in spite of, we have to have verb ing, which is gerund, a gerund verb, in spite of drinking, in spite of going, in spite of coming. But after despite, we should use noun. Okay, despite the noise, despite you, despite the problem, despite the book. Okay, so this is the difference between them, because sometimes you have a space and they ask you to choose the correct word. So I will sleep, space, talking to me. And then you have which answer is correct. A, in spite of. B, in spite of. see, for example, despite, or D although. Now, all of them are concession or contrast. All of them are the same, right? But one of them is written in a wrong way, which is the second one. This one is written wrong because there is no space here, so it's wrong. I can't use it. Now I have 3 correct ones. Which one I should use here? It depends on grammar. Now, though and although, both of them, though and although, we should have a subject and a verb after them. So after them, we must have subject, verb. Okay? Now let's look here at what comes after the space. After the space, I have ing. The only one I can use ing with is in spite of. So the correct answer here is A. A is the correct one. Okay, if I don't have talking to me, if I have they talk to me, for example, I have they are talking to me. In this case, which one should we choose? We will choose although, because we have subject and verb. Okay, if I have the noise, the sound, the loud music, then I have to choose despite, because after it is a noun. So you have to be careful about the writing, the spelling. You have to be careful about the meaning and the grammar, what comes after it. Okay, so this is only for concession. This is only for in spite of, despite. Any other word like the ones before, the time and the place, they take subject and verb after them. Although and though, subject and verb, normal. But in spite of, we have verb ing, despite we have noun. Anything else, we have subject and verb after them. Let's go back a slide. Alright, you see it place adverbs after where, subject verb, somewhere, subject verb, wherever, subject verb, someplace, subject verb, after all of them, subject verb. Also the time adverbials, all of them, after all of them we have subject and verb. Okay, except for in order of. I forgot to tell you this is why I came back. So here in order of, after in order of, we must have a noun. Okay, a noun or a gerund, doesn't matter, verb ing. So we either use a noun or verb ing after in order of. In order of finishing the class, in order of the way they appeared, noun, the way. Okay, in order of the system, which means in the time, in the same time. Okay, let's go back to our presentation. We finished 3 different adverbials of time, which are place, time, concession. So now let's talk about the next adverbial, which is condition. Condition adverbials include 3 different words, only 3. We have unless, if, and as long as. So all of them have subject verb after them. All of them have subject verb after them. For example, I will see you if you want me to come. We will go to class unless she refuses to. She will help you as long as you don't tell anyone. So here we have subject and verb, subject and verb, subject and verb. Now this is a condition. It means that if you don't do this, the first part will not happen. Okay, so we will go to class unless she refuses to. So if she refuses to, we will not go to class. I will see you if you want me to come, but if you don't want me to come, I will not see you. So if the condition doesn't happen, then the sentence doesn't happen either. Now for manner adverbials, we have those 5 words, only those 5: as, like, as if, in the way, and however. Notice however, one word. Notice in the way. Okay, now as if, مش if alone, it's not with if alone. If alone, condition. As if, manner. Manner means the way something happened, the way the verb happened. So for example, I can say, I talked to him as he was stupid. How did you talk to him? Like he was a stupid person. Okay, so كأنه غبي. أنا حكيت معه كأنه غبي. So this is what we mean by manner. We will go to class like we are supposed to. This is what we are supposed to do, the way we are supposed to do it. She will help you in the way you wanted her help. Notice all of them subject verb, all of them. Okay, now reason adverbials, they give you a reason for the verb, why the verb happened, since, as, because of, now, that. Now notice as came before with with the manner, and the now, and with time, manner and time. Now since as well came with time too. So reason and time. How can we tell the difference? When is since reason and when is since time? The context decides. Okay, I'll give you examples on that. But notice that we have now that, not now alone. Now alone, time. Now that, reason. Okay, because of and because. Again, all of them subject plus verb except because of. Just because of, no subject and verb after it. After because of, we have a noun, just a noun, no subject verb, but all of them subject and verb after them. All right, let's look. We have, for example, I haven't talked to him since he always tells lies. Why haven't you talked to him? Because he always tells lies. Okay, so here since is not time. It tells us a reason why I haven't talked to him. We will go to class now that it is 3 o'clock, because it is 3 o'clock. She will help you because she is a nice person. Notice subject verb, subject verb, subject verb, all of them. Okay, except because of. We only have a noun after because of. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is purpose adverbials. Now those are the words for purpose adverbials. So that, in order to. Remember, in order to, purpose. In order for, of time. In order of time, in order to, purpose. Now so that, and in order to, all of them have subject and verb after them, subject and verb, except in order to. After in order to, we need to use infinitive verb, base verb. In order to finish, in order to come, in order to eat, in order to study. Okay, so we have infinitive verb after to. But so that, subject verb, so subject verb after it. Okay, let's look at the example now. I talk to him so I can understand the problem. We will go to class in order to finish the lesson. She will help you so that you give her money. Okay, there is a purpose for helping you. Now, how is the purpose different from reason? They're very close, purpose and reason. But purpose includes action, something I want to take, something I want to do. Okay, so I do this because I want to do something, or I want to take something. For example, I open the fridge because I'm hungry. This is the reason. I didn't tell you what I will do. I just opened the fridge, but I didn't tell you because I want to eat. No, because I'm hungry. So this is the reason. Now, I opened the fridge so I can eat, so I can see the food, so I can take a sandwich. This is purpose. So the difference between reason and purpose is action. Reason just explains. Purpose, there is action. I will do something. Okay, now there are some important notes that you need to know. We're done with the adverbials. So the first one is that every time we change the adverbial connector, we change the meaning. So I will see you when you come back, time, right? I will see you where we met last time, place. I will see you if you want to, condition. I'll see you although you didn't invite me, concession or contrast. I will see you because you are my friend, reason. So every time I change the connecting word, I change the meaning of the sentence so that we can finish work. See, here we have a purpose, a reason, not a reason, just a reason, explain. We have, see, this is a reason, because you are my friend, no action. But here, I have an action to finish work, okay? As we used to meet in the past, this is manner. All right. There is a small difference between purpose and reason, like we said. So purpose indicates an action as a result of what you are doing. She will travel in order to meet her friends in Europe. There is an action resulting from traveling. Why is she going to travel? To meet. There is an action. Okay, so that's purpose. Now reason only explains why the action happened. She will travel because she misses her friends, but there is no action. I didn't talk about seeing or meeting or talking about anything, right? Okay, now pay attention to the difference between the following. So that is purpose followed by subject verb. In order to, also purpose, but followed by only a verb, infinitive. In order to, eat. In order to, finish. Because is reason followed by subject verb. Because of, also reason, but followed by a noun. Now, in order to, purpose. In order of, time. Don't mix them. As long as, condition. For as long as, time. The only difference here is for. Be careful. This is time and this is condition, if. Okay? As soon as, time. As if, manner. The way, how it happened. So that, purpose. Now that, reason. Be careful because they are very close to each other. So that you can talk to her, purpose. Now that you can talk to her, reason. Do you understand? The word itself tells you if it's reason or if it's purpose. As, maybe manner, maybe reason, maybe time. It depends on the context. Since could also mean time or reason. Now, when the adverbial connector is in the middle, remember, no comma. Ali got a C although he worked really hard. Concession, but no comma because although is in the middle of the sentence. Now, if we put it at the beginning of the sentence, we have to use a comma. Although he worked really hard, comma, Ali got a C+. This is the same rule that we studied in Unit 1 in the punctuation, the comma. Alright, we're done with our lesson for today. So please open your students' books on pages 34, 44 and answer the questions. Then go back to Teams and check your answers under Unit 4, Files, and answer the questions, check your answers. Now, before we go, like I said, remember that the question may ask you about the spelling. It may ask you about the grammar, what comes after it, like what comes after in order of, and what comes after because, okay? And it could ask you about meaning, like they give you the sentence and they tell you, okay, as long as you tell me what does it mean. Is it purpose? Is it reason? Is it condition? Is it time, for example? Now, as long as, condition, automatically. All right, this is the end of our video, the end of the grammar and the last part of the unit. Thank you very much for joining me here. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye.